Today I want to talk to you about the longevity of my Tesla and where do I see this going. Now, I bought my first Tesla Model Y long range in April of 2021 and I liked it, but like I told you guys, I had issues. I had bought full self-driving. Full self-driving didn't really work that well, and it wasn't that I hated it because it didn't full self-drive. That's not what I wanted out of the car. I just wanted the features that they said it came with to actually work. And a lot of them weren't even full self-driving features, like the auto high beams and auto wipers that don't work. All those things aren't even full self-driving features, but in my opinion, those are software features that I paid extra for software, and it can't even do these things right. How will it do the other things right? So, Model Y did really well, had no problems with it, but, well, other than the full self-driving. That was my deciding factor that I just, I would rather spend that $10,000 elsewhere. At the time, it was a $10,000 difference to go from long range to performance. And I thought, well, I spent $10,000 on software that really doesn't work. I could spend that $10,000 on performance instead. So I sold the car. I went through a few months of I don't really know what I want to do kind of thing. And I was trying to think how the timeline played out. Anyway, in September of 2021, I bought my Model Y Performance. And even though that car did not have radar, and I was really annoyed with that, overall, I didn't hate it. It wasn't really that bad of a car. And I drove it to Maine. At the time, I was in FSD beta, so I got to test that out in Maine. It worked way better in Maine than it did here, I'll tell you that. But ultimately, I had no issues with that car. Not at all. I mean, autopilot sucked for like the first year, and eventually they figured it out and it started working better. And, I was like, well, that's to be expected. They're always going to improve. They're always going to make things better. So, I was sold on that, and I really liked the car. I still have it, still own it. It was a really good car. And I think that really convinced me into taking the next step to the Model X. I've always sort of wanted a Model X. I didn't think I'd ever be able to afford it. I thought that goal was kind of unachievable. So I just kind of, was like, maybe not. And right off the bat, all the problems that people were having with other Teslas, I started having them. The very thin paint, paint chips, rock chips all over. We're talking on the hood, on the trunk. We've got them down the side now. They are just bad. This car is going to have to be repainted. I mean, that's really what's going to have to happen. And I mean, we're talking, I've not even got 9,000 miles on it yet. I'm probably going to have to pay out of pocket to get this car repainted just to sell it because, it's just so bad. So paint chips galore. This is, they just removed radar. So obviously it's True Vision, and when I first bought it, it wasn't great. It's gotten better. It's still not 100%, but it's gotten better. So, no problems there. But a new problem that arose just a few days ago, my seat that I'm currently sitting in, and I can't really show you because I'm currently sitting in it, is blue. It's blue. Yeah, my white interior is now blue. All of my Teslas have had white interior. I've never had this issue. I do wear jeans. Everybody's like, oh, well, you can't wear jeans. Yeah, well, it's not an iPhone. I'm not holding it wrong. It's a car, and I should be able to use it no matter what I'm wearing. So, my seat is blue. I got new stuff from Chemical Guys or somebody yesterday. So we're going to try to clean it and then probably try to ceramic coat it because I don't know. I've never had this issue before, and this is all new to me. But driver's seat is blue, and not happy about that one. Not at all. So, I don't really know what I'm going to do with this car. I think sooner than later it's going to get traded. And I don't really have a replacement in mind yet. I mean, obviously I've got Rivians on order. If any one of the 3 that I have ordered will come in, I will gladly trade them the Model X for it. But I don't know that this car is going to last until Rivian calls. I mean, at this pace, it may be 4 or 5 more years before I hear from Rivian. Probably not, but you know. And I don't know that this car will last that long. I mean, when things start breaking that can't be easily repaired and fixed without a huge cost, I'm gonna be, you know, in a situation where I'll have to fix things just to get rid of it, and I don't want to do that. I mean, I may already have to get the whole thing painted if whoever buys it won't overlook all the rock chips. That's not good. And so I've been thinking about, you know, what I want to do next. Do I want to just go back to a gas car for a little while? And I don't think I do. I really don't. I have my truck. It's a diesel. You know, that's all the gas I need. I do have a Chrysler 300 on order, which I'm supposed to get sometime around April. It's the last ever 300 they're making, so that's kind of a big deal. And you know, I definitely will buy it. I don't know that I'll daily drive it because it's a big 6.4 liter Hemi, and you know, gas is expensive. I don't know that I'm going to drive it much at all because, you know, really it was going to be a collector kind of thing for me. It's the last ever car they made. You know, 10 years from now, is it going to be worth more money? Who knows? We'll see. But so that's not going to be a driver. That's not going to be something that I'm going to rely on. And unless Rivian calls within the next couple of months, I don't really have a plan. So I think my fallback at this point may be a Mustang Mach-E. And I say that reluctantly because I never liked the Mustang Mach-E. I never liked Ford in the electric market. I felt like they really didn't know what they were doing. They were playing catch up, and it just wasn't good. And I'm still not really happy with the Mustang's software that they put on it. You know, no charging stats whatsoever. But you know, I looked at a 2023 Mach-E Premium in Grabber Blue, and I mean, it looks good. And yeah, so I mean, it may be a temporary thing. I may buy one. I mean, the $7,500 tax credit still applies at this point. So if I get it, you know, with that tax credit, I mean, the car is under $60,000. It's cheaper than a comparable model Tesla. You know, so which wasn't the case when I did my review several months ago, but now it is. So that would be nice. And then, you know, I don't know how I'm gonna like the car that much on a daily basis, so I may that may be a Toro car for me. I'm not sure. We'll just see. But that's a thought. I ordered one, and we'll see when they deliver. The current delivery estimate is 8 to 9 months. So we're looking into next year after the 300 gets here. So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to flow, but we'll see. But that's how the Model X has been holding up. Nowhere near as good as the Model Y. And I'd love to just have another Model Y, but like I said, you know, when I bought my Model Y Performance, it was $67,000. And you can't do that today. I don't know exactly what they cost, but the price has gone up, especially if you just got the long range. The price has gone up so much. I think the difference between long range and performance now is only like $4,000. It's not even, I mean, that's still $4,000. Compared to what it used to be, it's not that big. But they've both gone up in price so much that I just don't want to spend that kind of money on another Tesla. I mean, Tesla's great. I have no problems. They've got a great supercharging network. But if they're going to guinea pig, you know, test us like guinea pigs. I don't know where I was going with that, but if they're going to treat us like guinea pigs, and test their new stuff on their paying customers, I'm not about that life. Don't like that. Not at all. I don't want to be the one to test to see if your ultrasonic sensors can stop my car from hitting a wall, even though you remove them. You know, like, that's not me. I didn't want to be the one to test the radarless cruise control. I didn't like that. And I'm really glad that they fixed it as soon as they did, because I was not expecting that. I've seen how Tesla likes to do things. I've seen how things pan out. I've seen how long it's taken FSD beta to even come into a public beta. I was fully expecting that we were going to be years from now for this radarless cruise control to actually work. And so I'm really surprised that it's actually kind of decent now. If we could just get our original speed and following distance back, we'd be in business. But that's a topic for another day. So anyways, I'll catch you guys later. So I'll just try to show you some of the things here. I've already shown you the paint chips on the hood. There's one here. There's one. I feel like I've seen another one. I know there's another one, I just don't know where it is. That's not one. Car's relatively clean right now, so kind of easy to find. Apparently there's one on my Falcon Wing. My mom noticed, I didn't notice it. Could be on the other side. And then obviously where the garage door hit it, which was kind of my own stupid fault, so, you know. But the newest problem that we've noticed is my blue seat. Now I have hit this with baby wipes just to see if we could clean it up a little. But you can kind of tell because the back of the seat is not affected up here. But down here, I mean, you could definitely see it. I mean, you can just see it's really blue. It's not the cleanest either, but baby wipes did not do it hardly at all. You can kind of see where the wrinkles are. Yeah, so this is something I ordered off of Amazon. They say it works, we'll see. I've also ordered some ceramic coating that we'll try to put on it. I'll probably end up cleaning it again next week when that comes in. So let's give it a try. It's still not 100%. It's definitely better. To give you a little look at the rag here. There's definitely some blue spots on the rag where it's come off, and I may try to scrub it just a little more. The seat part didn't really, not 100%. The back's a better. It's definitely better. I got a little cleaner, but you can kind of still tell a little bit of blue on the seat. So hopefully it's enough to pacify whoever buys the car. And, you know, if it's a dealer, they usually don't even, I mean, they're not going to say anything. So at this point, I'm paid $160 for the car. If I can get $145, I'd be happy. Just because, you know, I know there's value loss, especially with the market going down right now, and it's not really holding it's not holding itself very well. You know, over time it's degrading rapidly. I did want to throw in at the end here, because I'm just now editing this, that I spoke to Rivian today, and although they still don't have a delivery date, they said they would have a delivery date by the end of this month. So we should at least know something of, you know, when's it going to happen. I'm even open to using the Rivian shop at this point. You know, there's only 2 colors I really like, and I have 3 on order. So if the first thing that comes available is yellow, I'll take it. I don't care. Because as long as I get the other 2 colors that I like in the R1S and then the R1T Max Pack, I'm good. I just want one to drive right now, try it out, make sure it's good, make sure it doesn't break after a few months, and then I'll probably either put that one on Toro whenever I do get my other one, or trade it for the new one. I'm not sure yet how that's going to go, but keep my options open. So, but yeah, hopefully we hear something from Rivian pretty soon, because I'm ready. I'm ready to just go ahead and get rid of this Tesla. I could get rid of it today. If I get $145, I got to pay like $80 for the Rivian. $65,000 in my pocket. I'll take it. I'll be happy with that. The Mustang Mach-E is $65 before the rebate, which is like $7,500. So yeah, that would be perfect. So that's where we're at. Just wanted to show you guys. The cleaner did help. But hopefully, you know, one of my other cars come in before something major breaks on this car, because it's just continually getting worse. And I really hope that I'm not going to have to repaint the car before I can sell it.